Life knocks us down. It's a universal truth, an experience we all share. But here's the thing. It's not about how many times you fall. It's about how you get back up. You're here because you're falling. Maybe once, maybe 100 times, but you're still here, still breathing, still fighting. That's already victory. You've already shown strength just by being here, listening, ready to rise again. Think about a time when you're knocked down. Remember that feeling? The shock, the pain, the disbelief. It hurts, doesn't it? But you're still here. You survived that moment. And that's not just survival, that's true. Now I want you to do something. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture yourself standing tall, stronger than ever before. Feel the power coursing through your veins. That's not just a dream, that's your potential. That's who you're meant to be. Every fall is a lesson. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. When life pushes you down, it's not trying to break you, it's challenging you to become unbreakable. You see, falling isn't failure. Staying down is. And you're not staying down. You're here ready to rise, ready to turn your wounds into wisdom, your pain into power. Think about that diamond. Do you know how it's formed? Under immense pressure. That's you right now. Life is applying pressure and you're transforming, you're becoming something precious, something unbreakable. Now let's talk about fear. Fear of falling again. It's natural, it's human, but here's a secret. Fear is just false evidence appearing real. It's an illusion. The only power it has is the power you give it. So, what if you fall again? So what? You get up again, stronger, wiser, better. Each time you rise, you're rewriting your story. You're not a victim of your circumstances. You're the author of your life. Remember, the strongest trees are not found in the safety of the forest. They're out there, standing alone, weathering every storm. That's you. Every challenge you face is just making your roots go deeper, your trunk grow stronger. Now let's talk about mindset. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. It can be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. The choice is yours. Choose to see every fall as a chance to rise higher. Think about water for a moment. When it's blocked, it doesn't just stop. It finds another way. It adapts, it perseveres, it overcomes. Be like water. When life blocks your path, don't stop. Adapt, persevere, overcome. You have a fire within you. A fire that can't be extinguished by any fall, any setback, any obstacle. It's the fire of your potential, your dreams, your determination. Feed that fire, let it burn brighter with every challenge you face. Now I want you to make a promise to yourself. Promise that from this moment on, you'll never stay down. Promise that every time life knocks you down, you'll get up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. Your past doesn't define you. Your falls don't define you. What defines you is how you rise, how you learn, how you grow. You're not the sum of your failures. You think about all of the great achievers in history. Do you think they never fell? Of course they did. But they didn't let their falls define them. They let their rises define them. And that's what you're going to do. Every day when you wake up, remind yourself, I am resilient, I'm strong, I'm unbreakable. Say it out loud, believe it, because it's true. You are all of these things and more. Now let's talk about action. Motivation without action is like a car without fuel. It looks good, but it's not going anywhere. So what actions are you going to take? How are you going to turn your falls into stepping stones? Start small. Set achievable goals. Every victory, no matter how small. Did you get out of bed today despite feeling down? That's a victory. Did you face a fear? That's a huge victory. Recognize your progress no matter how small it might seem. Remember, success isn't a straight line. It's a series of ups and downs, falls and rises. The key is to keep moving forward no matter what. Take one step at a time, one day at a time, one rise at a time. You have a unique gift, something that only you can offer to the world. Don't let your falls keep that gift hidden. Rise up and share it with the world. The world needs what you have to offer. Think about a time when you achieved something you thought was impossible. Remember that feeling? That's the feeling of rising stronger. That's the feeling you're going to experience again and again as you turn your falls into fuel for your success. Now let's address the voice in your head. You know the one that says you can't do it. You're not good enough, you'll fail again. That voice is a liar. It's the voice of fear, of doubt, of past falls. Don't listen to it. Instead, create a new voice. A voice that says, I can. You're not defined by your worst day. You are not defined by your biggest fall. You are defined by your courage to keep rising, to keep trying, to keep believing in yourself, even when it seems impossible. Think about a phoenix. In mythology, it's a bird that rises from its own ashes, reborn stronger than ever. That's you. Every time life burns you down, you have the power to rise from those ashes stronger, more powerful than it. Now, I want you to think about your future self. The person you'll be after you've risen from this fall. What does that person look like? How do they carry themselves? What have they achieved? That person is real. That person is you. And every time you choose to rise, you're one step closer to becoming that. Let's talk about gratitude. It might seem strange to be grateful when you've fallen, but gratitude is a powerful force. Be grateful for the lesson. Be grateful for the strength you're gaining. Be grateful for the opportunity to prove to yourself just how strong you really are. You see, falling doesn't make you weak. It makes you human rising. Rising makes you unstoppable. Every time you rise, you're not just getting back to where you were, you're going beyond. You're reaching new heights. Think about a rubber band. The further it's stretched, the more power it has when it's released. That's you right now. Life has stretched you, and now you have the power to spring forward with incredible force. Now let's address the naysayers. The people who might be telling you to give up, to stay down. They're projecting their own fears onto you. Their words say more about them than they do about you. Don't let their limitations become your reality. You have a choice. Every single day, every single moment, you have a choice. You can choose to stay down, or you can choose to rise. And I know you. I know the fire within you. I know you're going to choose to rise again and again and again. Remember, your struggles, your falls, they're not just obstacles. They're opportunities. Opportunities to show the world what you're made of. Opportunities to surprise yourself with your own strength. Opportunities to inspire others with your resilience. Think about a sea. It has to break through the hard earth to reach the sunlight. It has to push against gravity, against the weight of the soil. But it doesn't give up. And when it finally breaks through, it blossoms into something beautiful. That's you. You're pushing through the hard times, and you're going to blossom into something incredible. Now, let's talk about your support system. Look around you. Who are the people lifting you up? Who are the ones believing in you even when you don't believe in yourself? These are your true friends, your true family. Lean on them. Let their belief in you fuel your own belief in yourself. You're not alone in this journey. Every person you admire, every success story you've heard, they've all been where you are now. They've all fallen and they've all risen. You're in good company. You're part of a legacy of resilience. Think about a mountain climber. They launched the peak in one giant leap. They climb step by step, handhold by handhold. Sometimes they slip. Sometimes they fall. But they keep climbing. Keep climbing. The view from the top will be worth every struggle. Now, I want you to make another promise to yourself. Promise that you'll be kind to yourself. Promise that you'll forgive yourself for your falls. Promise that you'll celebrate your rises, no matter how small they might seem. You see, self-compassion is not weakness, it's strength. It's the foundation upon which you'll build your comeback. Treat yourself with the same kindness, the same encouragement you'd offer to a friend who's fallen. Think about a butterfly. Before it spreads its beautiful wings, it has to struggle out of its cocoon. That struggle is what makes its wings strong enough to fly. Your struggles are strengthening you, preparing you for flight. Now let's talk about your comfort zone. It's a nice place, isn't it? Safe, familiar, but nothing grows in the comfort zone. Growth happens when you step out, when you face your fears, when you do the things that scare you. Remember, courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is feeling the fear and doing it anyway. Every time you rise despite your fear, you're showing incredible courage. You're growing stronger. Think about a river. It doesn't stop when it encounters an obstacle. It doesn't turn back. It finds a way around, over or through. Be like that river. Persistent, unstoppable, always moving forward. You have dreams inside you. Big dreams. Dreams that scare you, dreams that excite you. Don't let your falls bury those dreams. Let them fuel those dreams. Let them push you harder towards making those dreams a reality. Now I want you to visualize success. See yourself achieving your goals. Feel the joy, the pride, the satisfaction, that feeling. It's real, it's waiting for you. And every time you choose to rise, you're one step closer to making it your reality. Think about a sculptor. They don't create a masterpiece in one go. They chip away little by little. Sometimes they make mistakes. Sometimes they have to start over, but they keep going. That's you. You're sculpting your life, your success, your comeback. Keep chipping away. Now let's talk about habits. Your habits are the building blocks of your life. What habits are holding you back? What habits could propel you forward? Choose habits that serve your growth, that support your rise. Remember, small changes lead to big results. You don't have to transform your life overnight. Start small. One positive habit at a time. One small victory at a time. That up. They compound. Before you know it, you'll have risen higher than you ever thought possible. Think about the lighthouse. It doesn't stop shining just because ships are far away or the weather is rough. It keeps shining, guiding ships to safety. Be your own lighthouse. Keep shining no matter how rough the waters of life. Now, I want you to think about your legacy. What do you want to be remembered for? How do you want to impact the world? Your falls don't have to be part of that legacy, but your rises, your comeback, that can be a legacy that inspires generations. You see, your story isn't just for you. Your resilience, your courage to keep rising, it can be the inspiration someone else needs. Your comeback can be the proof someone else needs that it's possible to overcome, to succeed, to rise stronger. Think about a forest after a fire. It might look devastated, but given time, it grows back even more lush, even more vibrant. That's you. Your setbacks, your falls, they're not the end. They're the beginning of something even more beautiful. Now let's talk about patience. Comebacks take time. Rising stronger takes time. Don't rush the process. Trust the journey. Every day you're getting stronger, wiser, more resilient. Even if you can't see it yet, it's happening. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. Neither there is a strong character, a resilient spirit. It's built day by day, rise by rise. Trust the process. You're becoming something extraordinary. Think about a bamboo tree. For years, it grows underground, invisible. But once it breaks through, it grows incredibly fast. That's you right now. You might feel like nothing's happening, but underground, you're growing strong roots. And when you break through, you're going to rise higher and faster than you ever thought possible. Now, I want you to embrace uncertainty. The unknown can be scary, but it's also where possibilities live. Your fall might have shaken your certainty, but it's also opened up new paths, new opportunities. Be open to them. You see, sometimes our biggest falls lead us to our true path. Sometimes what feels like the worst thing that could happen turns out to be the best thing that ever happened to us. Stay open. Stay curious. Your comeback might take you places you never dreamed of. Think about a diamond. It starts as a lump of coal. It needs immense pressure, immense heat to become something precious. That's you right now. The pressure you're feeling, the heat of your challenges, they're transforming you into something priceless. Now let's talk about your inner dialogue. What are you saying to yourself? Are you speaking words of encouragement or words of defeat? Choose your words carefully. Speak to yourself with kindness, with encouragement, with belief. Be your own biggest cheerleader. Remember, Your thoughts become your words. Your words become your actions. Your actions become your habits. Your habits become your character. And your character becomes your destiny. It all starts with your thoughts. Choose thoughts that empower you, that push you to rise. Think about a surfer. They don't fear the big waves. They get excited by them because they know that the bigger the wave, the better the ride. Start seeing your challenges that way. The bigger the fall, the more spectacular the rise. Now I want you to embrace discomfort. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. Discomfort is a sign that you're growing, that you're pushing your boundaries, that you're rising. Don't run from it, leaning into it. You see, comfort is the enemy of progress. If you want to rise stronger, you need to be willing to be uncomfortable, to do things that scare you, to push past your limits. That's where true growth happens. Think about a weightlifter. They don't get stronger by lifting weights that are easy for them. They get stronger by lifting weights that challenge them, that push them to their limits. Your challenges are your weights. They're making you stronger. Now, let's talk about your environments. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who push you to be better, who support your rise. Distance yourself from negativity, from people who try to keep you down. Your environment shapes you. Choose an environment that supports your growth. Remember, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose those people wisely. Surround yourself with risers, with achievers, with people who inspire you to be better. Think about a rocket. It uses most of its fuel just to break free from Earth's gravity. But once it does, it soars. That's you right now. You might feel like you're using all your energy just to rise. Well, once you break free, you're going to soar. Now, I want you to celebrate your resilience. You've been knocked down, but you're still here. You're still fighting. You're still rising. That's not just resilience. That's incredible strength. You see, resilience isn't about never falling. It's about always rising. And you're the embodiment of resilience. Every time you choose to get back up, you're showing incredible strength. Think about a phoenix. In mythology, it's a bird that rises from its own ashes, reborn, stronger than ever. That's you. Every time life burns you down, you have the power to rise from those ashes stronger, more beautiful, more powerful than ever before. Now, let's talk about your goals. Are they big enough? Are they scary enough? If your goals don't scare you a little, they're not big enough. Set goals that push you, that challenge you, that excite you. Let those goals pull you up when you fall. Remember, a goal is a dream with a deadline. What are your dreams? What do you want to achieve? Let those dreams be your motivation to keep rising, to keep pushing forward, no matter how many times you fall. Think about a tree in a storm. It bends its ways, but it doesn't break. Why? Because it's flexible. It adapts. Be like that tree. Be flexible in your methods, but rigid in your goals. Adapt to challenges, but never lose sight of where you want to go. Now, I want you to embrace failure. Yes, you heard that right. Embrace it. Because failure isn't the opposite of success. In the opposite of success is part of success. Every failure is a lesson, a stepping stone, a chance to rise stronger. You see, the most successful people in the world have failed more times than most people have even tried. They've fallen, they've stumbled, they've crashed, but they've always risen. And each time, they've risen stronger. Think about Thomas Edison. He failed thousands of times before he successfully invented the light bulb. When asked about his failures, he said, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. That's the mindset of a true riser. Failure doesn't mean you're not good enough. It doesn't mean you should give up. It means you're trying. It means you're pushing your limits. It means you're growing. And that's something to be proud of. Now, let's talk about persistence. Persistence is the key to turning failure into success. It's the difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who don't. It's the force that keeps you rising no matter how many times you fall. Remember, water cuts through rock not because of its strength, but because of its persistence. Be like water. Keep pushing, keep trying, keep rising. Your persistence will pay off. Think about a bamboo farmer. They plant the seeds and water them every day. For years, nothing seems to happen. But they keep watering, keep nurturing. And then suddenly, the bamboo shoots up, growing incredibly fast. That's the power of persistence. Now, I want you to reframe your mindset. Instead of seeing failures as setbacks, see them as setups. Setups for comebacks. Setups for growth. Setups for success. You see, success isn't about never falling. It's about rising every time you fall. It's about learning from each fall. It's about coming back stronger, wiser, more determined than ever before. Think about a boxer. They don't win fights by never getting hit. They win by getting back up every time they're knocked down. By learning from each hit. By coming back stronger. That's you in the ring of life. Keep getting up. Keep fighting. Keep winning. Now let's talk about resilience. Resilience isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. With every fall, with every rise, you're building your resilience. You're becoming stronger, more unbreakable. Now, remember, the strongest steel is forged in the hottest fires. The most beautiful diamonds are formed under immense pressure. Your challenges, your falls, they're forging you into something incredible. Embrace the process. Think about a rubber band. The further it's stretched, the more power it has when it's released. That's you right now. Life has stretched you, and now you have the power to spring forward with incredible force. Now, I want you to look at your scars. The emotional scars left by your falls. Don't hide them. Don't be ashamed of them. Wear them proudly. They're proof of your strength, your resilience, your ability to rise. You see, your scars tell a story of survival, a story of strength, a story of rising. Let them remind you of how far you've come, of how much you've overcome. I think that is going to be the Japanese art of repairing broken pottery with gold. The philosophy behind it is that breakage and repair are part of the history of an object, not something to hide. Apply that to yourself. Your falls, your repairs, they're part of your history. They make you more beautiful. Now let's talk about your support system. No one rises alone. We all need support, encouragement, a helping hand. Who are the people in your life who lift you up? Who believes in you, even when you don't believe in yourself? Cherish these people. Lean on them when you need to. Remember, asking for help isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. It shows that you're committed to rising, that you're willing to do what it takes to succeed. Think about a skyscraper. It doesn't stand tall on its own. It needs a strong foundation, a support structure. That's what your support system is. They're the foundation that allows you to rise higher than you ever could alone. Now, I want you to practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Forgive yourself for your falls. Celebrate your rises, no matter how small. Treat yourself with the same kindness, the same encouragement you'd offer to a friend who's fallen. You see, self-compassion isn't weakness. It's strength. It's the foundation upon which you'll build your comeback. It's what will keep you going when things get tough. Think about a parent teaching a child to walk. They don't scold the child for falling. They encourage them, celebrate their efforts, cheer them on. Be that parent to yourself. Encourage yourself. Celebrate your efforts. Cheer yourself on. Now let's talk about your comfort zone. It's a nice place, isn't it? Safe. Familiar. But nothing grows in the comfort zone. Growth happens when you step out, when you face your fears, when you do the things that scare you. And remember, courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is feeling the fear and doing it anyway. Every time you rise, despite your fear, you're showing incredible courage. You're growing stronger. You're becoming unstoppable. Think about a butterfly emerging from its cocoon. The struggle to break free is what makes its wings strong enough to fly. If someone were to cut open the cocoon to help the butterfly, its wings would be too weak to fly. Your struggles are strengthening you. preparing you for flight. Now, I want you to embrace uncertainty. The unknown can be scary, but it's also where possibilities live. Your fall might have shaken your certainty, but it's also opened up new paths, new opportunities. Be open to them. You see, sometimes our biggest falls lead us to our true path. Sometimes what feels like the worst thing that could happen turns out to be the best thing that ever happened to us. Stay open. Stay curious. Your comeback might take you places you never dreamed of. Think about a seed. It has to be buried in the dark before it can grow into something beautiful. Your fall might feel like being buried, but it's actually the beginning of something new, something beautiful. Now let's talk about your inner dialogue. What are you saying to yourself? Are you speaking words of encouragement or words of defeat? Choose your words carefully. Speak to yourself with kindness, with encouragement, with belief. Be your own biggest cheerleader. Remember, your thoughts become your words. Your words become your actions. Your actions become your habits. Your habits become your character. And your character becomes your destiny. Choose thoughts that empower you, that push you to rise. Think about a radio. If it's tuned to a negative station, all you'll hear is negativity. But you have the power to change the station. Tune your inner dialogue to a positive, empowering frequency. Let it fuel your rise. Now, I want you to visualize your success. See yourself rising. See yourself overcoming. See yourself succeeding. Feel the joy, the pride, the satisfaction, that feeling. It's real. And every time you choose to rise, you're one step closer to making it your reality. You see, visualization isn't just daydreaming. It's a powerful tool used by top athletes, successful entrepreneurs, and high achievers in every field. It prepares your mind for success. It shows you what's possible. About an archer, before they release the arrow, they see it hitting the bullseye in their mind. They visualize success before they achieve it. Do the same with your rise, your comeback, your success. Now let's talk about gratitude. It might seem strange to be grateful when you've fallen, but gratitude is a powerful force. Be grateful for the lesson. Be grateful for the strength you're gaining. Be grateful for the opportunity to prove to yourself just how strong you really are. And remember, gratitude turns what we have into enough. It turns problems into gifts. It turns failures into lessons. It turns the ordinary into the extraordinary. Cultivate gratitude and watch how it transforms your perspective, your attitude, your life. Think about a prism. When light shines through it, it creates a beautiful rainbow. Gratitude is like that prism. It takes the light of your experiences, even the challenging ones, and turns them into something beautiful. Now, I want you to embrace the journey. Your rise isn't just about reaching the destination. It's about who you become along the way. It's about the strength you gain, the wisdom you acquire, the resilience you build. You see, success isn't a destination. It's a journey. A journey of continuous growth, continuous learning, continuous rising. Embrace every step of that journey. Learn from it. Grow from it. Think about the mountain climber. The joy isn't just in reaching the peak. It's in the climb itself. The challenges overcome. The views along the way. The strength gained. Embrace every step. Now, let's talk about your legacy. What do you want to be remembered for? How do you want to impact the world? Your falls don't have to be part of that legacy, but your rises, your comeback, that can be a legacy that inspires generations. Remember, your story isn't just for you. Your resilience, your courage to keep rising, it can be the inspiration someone else needs. Your comeback can be the proof someone else needs that it's possible to overcome, to succeed, to rise. Think about a lighthouse. It doesn't shine for itself. It shines to guide others. Your rise, your comeback can be a light that guides others through their own storms. Let your light shine bright. Now I want you to make a commitment to yourself, a commitment to never stay down, a commitment to always rise, no matter how hard the fall, a commitment to keep pushing, keep growing, keep becoming the best version of yourself. You see, This commitment isn't just words. It's a promise to yourself. A promise that will guide your actions, shape your decisions, fuel your rise. Make this commitment. Think about a marathon runner. They commit to finishing the race long before they start. That commitment carries them through every mile, every challenge. Make that same commitment to your journey of rising. Now, as we come to the end of this talk, remember this: you are stronger than you know. You are more resilient than you believe. You have the power to rise, to overcome, to succeed. And that power, it's always been within you. It's there right now, waiting for you to tap into it. Your fails don't define you. Fails do. So rise stronger, rise higher, rise with determination, with courage, with an unwavering belief in yourself. Because when you fall and you rise stronger, you don't just change your own life. You inspire others to rise too. You become a beacon of hope, a testament to the indomitable human spirit. Remember, the world is waiting for your comeback story. It's waiting to be inspired by your rise. So rise stronger than ever before. Your time is now.